Let's begin, shall we? We are on the topic of is Fortnite dying? Now, as a YouTuber myself, who has now officially become a YouTuber who uploads daily. Now, this is a game, Roblox, created, steal the brain rot. But this game had over 500,000 players, more than actual Battle Royale. Honestly, creative games, what they need to do is that they need to actually stop letting them, happen. Look, some of the creative games are okay, like the ones in Squid Game. But this one's just a copy of Roblox. I remember when back in Chapter 2, there was a game called Natural Disaster. It was a copy of Roblox Natural Disaster, and what happened there is basically it became the most popular game close to Battle Royale. A lot of Roblox games are getting copied, and Fortnite needs to start adjusting that. I love Steal the Brain Up, but it is really, not okay. The next thing I want to talk about, build menu. This menu right here, it is so difficult to find games. Look how much difficult games you want to find. Sure, there's a search menu, but if you do not know your exact game, you're not going to be able to find it. Like, if you don't know the exact name or, the code, you're not finding it. It is so hard to find a menu. You need like a section, like the one with Fall Guys and stuff. And I'm glad they have those for Epic, but they don't have sections for those. They only have them in search menu, which is great and all, but they really need to start adjusting the menu. It's so hard to find games nowadays. The next thing I want to talk about is their collabs. They do so many collabs that it doesn't feel like Fortnite anymore. Fortnite used to be this fun, simple games where they did a couple collabs and skins were only collabs. I love when they do updates where they have collab mythic. But nowadays, collabs don't feel special anymore when they do so much of that. Fortnite's now known as officially the game who can collab with anything. I want a game that can actually collab with games while also being itself. The next thing I want to talk about is Blitz. This is a gameplay of Blitz right now. I love Blitz Royale. I think this was an incredible idea. Honestly, this probably saved a couple Fortnite players. They added back mobile, which was really good. The problem is with Blitz Royale, however, is that there's so many bots. And the fact that there's only a few amount of players, there should be full lobbies. There's about 90,000 players being able to play this, and it takes me 2 minutes to find a game. I should be expected to at least only find 5 bots. Over here, I just found a bot at the start. Not at the end, not even close. I found a bot almost immediately. It sucks when I want to actually fight challenging players. It doesn't feel earned. They also allow crown wins for this game mode, so crown wins now don't feel earned as well. Which is okay for some people who want to grind a game for crown wins. But Loserfruit even did a video getting 100 crown wins in a row. That's how easy Blitz Royale is. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I love what collabs should be in this game mode. Game mode only. And if they're going to do collabs, it should be only boss weapons or actual boss, not tiny collabs where they have something. This game mode should be where the collabs are at, because this game mode's meant for that. It's supposed to be hectic and super fun. I love Blitz Royale. Blitz Royale did the exact thing I wanted, where it was fast paced and I got the game. My only complaint for this game mode, however, is how many bots there are. This is the one player that I fought, and I did die to him, which I was just showing off the gameplay. But yeah. Next is Reload. Now, Reload is an amazing choice, but they need to start adjusting the bots as well. And skill-based matchmaking for this game is really bad. Every time I play builds, I die by someone who looks like they're a pro. And yes, I get that maybe it's a skill issue on my part, but a lot of people can agree that the people you face in builds are better than you always. And usually the people you don't face that are real, they're bots. There's so many bots. There's at least 20 to 30 bots in one match. Once again, my same complaint for Blitz. Blitz has so many bots. They need to reduce it. They should make it where skill-based matchmaking should also be a lot more even to where I feel like I'm actually doing skill-based matchmaking. There's games where I just feel like I'm getting bot lobbies, or there's games where I feel like I'm getting destroyed. I want even matchmaking where I actually feel like I'm earning my victory while also having a close game. They do terrible job at it, and a couple of the pros even say that. And ranks kind of dead. Ranked, they did a great job with the ranks, but then they kind of left it for dead. They also kind of removed one of the best things of the season, which was medallions. That was a terrible mistake. I'm sorry, but I hate what they did to medallions. Only leaving them in Blitz was stupid, and only having one medallion, which isn't even that good, and is a copy of other medallions. Another thing I want to talk about with medallions. If medallions are going to be a thing, I want them original. I do not want copies. If I am going to have an actual medallion where I am going to pick up an item slot to make me revealed on a map, I want it to be something that is actually going to make me have an advantage over players when I am fighting them. They did a great job with that at the start of the season, and I'm fine with it nerfing them a little. But they nerfed it way too much, and then when people were fine with it, eventually fine with the nerf, they instead removed the medallions, which no one asked for. Next, the map feels way too overcrowded. I'm sorry, but there should not be different POIs from 5 different seasons around the map. They should be making it where if the season is based off the season, it should be just for that. They need to start updating the map more. If you're going to make us wait 7 hours for the next season, I want the season to at least actually be good. Like, if I would rather wait for a whole day to play Fortnite just to have a good season, rather than waiting like a couple hours and then loading into it, and then there's like the map which is squished together. Like the first order base was right there. Not to mention the hide. I love all the boss POIs, but the boss POIs don't seem to mean anything anymore. They really don't do a good job of making bosses feel like bosses. In Chapter 5 or like Season 1, they did such a great job of that. Chapter 5, Season 4, great job. Chapter 5, Season 3, great job. But once Chapter 6, like Season 1 hit, it went amazing. Then Chapter 6, Season 2, they kind of devolved it. And then once again, devolved and devolved. They reverted back to the old way where it doesn't feel like you're fighting an actual boss or earn something. Bosses are so easy this season where I actually wanted to feel like I could die to them. And maybe that's a complaint to people, but if I'm going to play squads, they should not be that nerfed. No one was having difficulty with the Queen, and the Queen is so easy. The max damage I take is like 50 damage. Another thing, they bring back returning weapons instead of updating new weapons or bringing new guns. Like every item I have in my inventory right now is all old guns. They should be allowing it where they should be more new guns. I'm sorry, but if I am playing a new season, I want mostly new guns, not old guns to try to revert back to game. Like, why are you adding the MK7 when the MK7 wasn't needed for the season? What did the MK7 have to do with anything? Why couldn't we get the thermal scope assault rifle? Or why couldn't we get a gun that's a hunting rifle, like a weapon that hunts buck, like a hunting rifle or a sniper? We had no snipers this season, which is a big complaint as well for me. Next, the final thing I want to talk about for OG. I think OG is a great idea. I love that they brought OG, but if they're gonna do it, I think they should stop doing the same thing. They brought back OG, and I love that they did that, but if they're gonna do OG, they should be making it where it shouldn't be just going by months. I think it should be like a couple weeks. Waiting around like a month, you're playing the exact same thing, feeling stale every time. Every time you're playing OG, it's the same thing for about a month, and then you get bored of it, and then the moment a new season comes out, you play for about a couple days, then return back. It doesn't feel like OG anymore, because it's the same thing. The Lulu, I love that they finally added proximity chat, but proximity chat should be a setting where it should be allowed in actual Battle Royale games. Call of Duty could do it. I think Fortnite could do it. And that's all I wanted to talk about. That's what I think they do, and I hope you guys enjoy. That's everything, and peace.